on the board here, I think you're feeling okay. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw again, Altman. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On 1st and 10, Altman. He finds his man, complete. That's Sanchez. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Altman. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Off play action. It's Howell. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Here's Jackson to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw on second down. Altman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Altman. He finds his man, complete. That's Sanchez. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw again. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. They find some open field here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
But there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise,
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! A big play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. Point after try forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. A 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game. But I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Howell. He finds his man complete. It's Little. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. And the tight end Ebron in motion. On 1st down, Howell. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Washington. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 1st down, Altman. Flush to his right. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They'll try and throw for it here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd and 2, here's Howell. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Julian Love picks it, and the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to let this one go deep, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Jones rolling to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Back to throw. Jones. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met,
I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. He's going to try and go deep again. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the up.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They fight.
Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points, down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He finds his man, complete. That's Little. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain burst multiple chains in the game? No post